So I wanted to discuss something that was popped on my mind. I was thinking about the recent big contract mag pull got for the PMags, and something I was taught when I was younger, and I kind of out myself for my age when I say this. Um, but when I was in the uniform services, we only had aluminum and steel mags. We had a whole bunch of HK 416 mags, and then we had just the M416 magazine. And one thing I was taught that if you're in a firefight and you're running through your ammunition, that during a tactical pause, that you should bump all your magazines out of your cargo pockets or your drum pouch back into your chest rig, and bump all your fullest, left to right, and empty mags right to left. And you should take your empty mags, flip them follower up, place them back into your rig. Reason being, you can look down and quickly dress how many mags you have left, and how many are full, how many are empty, etc. And with the the flared floor plates of the PMags, that wasn't really possible. And so when we finally started getting PMags, I didn't actually adopt them for quite a while. I stuck with aluminum magazines and the HK 416 magazines. Reason being is I had trained to do that for so long that it was difficult for me to not. And back then, pouches were sewn to a pretty high tolerance, so a flared floor plate was not going down first in a magazine pouch. So it was largely impossible to do. It's kind of a deprecated technique, and I think techniques that have kind of been outmoded are interesting. I think they're interesting to learn or to discuss. And I feel like a lot of people lack perspective in their hindsight. Like they look back at stuff that we used to do and they're just like, oh my god, 3-point slings, what the idiots. I would have never done that. Well, apparently you weren't alive at the time, because everyone at one point, at least when I was in, messed with a 3-point sling. That's what you had, and you kind of needed to find out for yourself if it was good or not. So I just feel like there's a lack of perspective there to appreciate past techniques. What's potentially good about them? Where was our mindset when we were developing this technique or piece of equipment, and why exactly we moved on from it? Whether it be improvement for the sake of improvement, or if it was an actual deficiency-driven move. We need to stop falling down, so we're going to tie our shoelaces. So, in order for bumping your mags back into your rig like that to work, you need to be in a prolonged engagement, and you need to have probably a full combat load. I'm not sure if it's really worth it if you're only running like 4 magazines. So it really only works, I guess, in certain contexts, but it's a way to manage your fighting load. That was kind of developed from using different types of equipment. So I think it covers everything, and it's just a piece of it's a technique that was in mode when I was in. It's not really is anymore. So to me, I find that stuff interesting. Maybe you will too. I don't know. So I will I'll talk to you later when I wear more animal-oriented sweaters.